Hey guys, I have a video here for you guys. I wanted to show you what I believe, basically made the continents, the material that spilled over. This is what I believe basically made the planet, the material that makes up the planet, overspilled the Himalayas right here out of this crater, I believe, at one point. It's kind of hard to explain, but what I'm claiming is that the planet was made by a vortex, and the reason I say that is because I can see the reoccurring patterns all over the planet, because that's how the planet appears to be created. Um, and it makes sense, actually. See, plate tectonics doesn't talk about reoccurring patterns or nothing like that because it's basically based on randomness and disorder and chaos. It's just plates ramming each other and subducting and colliding and all kinds of stuff. And so there really isn't any room for any kind of organization, or reoccurring patterns. But yet, if you look at the surface features, you can clearly see that they're covered with reoccurring patterns. You can see one right here, and you can see one right here. Those would be the two closest ones, right? That are obvious. And these are huge, but they also they're all over the planet, actually. Even this is actually related to that crater right there, and so's this. You can actually kind of see the size right there is right about right. And there's other places. This also is related to that same crater. This is like the inside of it, kind of. This is also related. This end right here is related to that crater. And nobody could mistake this right here as being related to that crater because it looks just like it. It's the same size and width. On a planet of randomness, this should stick out like a sore thumb to anybody. And why I want to show you this is because I want you to take a look here at the north end of Africa. You'll see that there's this gouge right here. And this kind of squared out area. And also in Italy, you'll see this triangular feature here next to it. And then, of course, there's Italy's mountains and the boot. One big mystery is, where did Italy get its mountains? Well, I'm gonna show you where it got its mountains. And check this out. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to make this layer transparent so you can see through it. You can see both images at the same time, like that. And then I'm going to overlay them. And I want what areas where I want to show you are this spillover and this gouge area in the square right here. And these are sometimes I hate doing these because they're kind of hard to see, but this is what takes me so long in making these videos, is trying to make them so that people can actually see what I'm talking about. Okay, you can see here's that overspill area right here, still there, and then this is that gouge in Italy underneath. It's kind of hard to see, but here's the Himalayas right here, and here's that overspill. And I want to bring it in and show you what happens. And I kind of want to show you also how these reoccurring patterns work. Okay, so if you notice on India, there's these stripes, whatever, two lines. See it? You also notice that there's two lines on this area too, as this goes over it. You can see that the markings line up in certain areas. But that's just to I'm just pointing that out. Okay, I'm bringing in the Himalayas. Also, actually, this is how reoccurring patterns work. They'll be sitting right next to one another, and so this will actually overlay in multiple spots and make sense because it's reoccurring patterns. Let's see. Let me bring this in, and right off the bat, I think you can see what looks to be like flow, like like a river. Let's back away from it so you can see how you can tell this is like almost a waterfall of molten material, and you can see it in the way it turns and stuff like that. You can see that this actually comes down and hits that. See this rock or whatever? See how it looks like it's going over? Here, take another look. It's like it's flowing right over Italy. You can even see things line up. Right? You can see the flow like it's coming down, hitting, and going over like rapids. Okay, that's one reoccurring pattern, and you can see, trippy stuff here. But we're going to bring it over though, and you can see, okay, now see the width. Okay, so imagine a big rush of material, molten material comes rushing down. You can see how this plays into the width as the Himalayas come. Okay, see how it curves right here? Look at how this looks like it's coming right off the boot, like it's splashing right over it. And you can see how there's things lining up as I bring this down. Now some people are probably thinking, well, what does that prove, Well, I want you to take a look at the Himalayas right here. As I bring it in, and you got there's several things that you have to check out, so I'm going to have to do this over and over again so you see it all. But you see these mountains, these big, large land features right here, and same thing with here, these circles. Well, as this comes down, you can see more stuff. Look how it's like coming into a triangular shape. But watch as the Himalayas come in, and these features scrape. Okay, let me show you these ones first here, I guess. See how they come right into place right there? Okay, let me back out. I might have to do this under higher resolution, but so we can see what's going on. But the boot right here, and these mountains, these are the mountains they don't understand where they came from because they don't fit the geology, I believe. Oh yeah, right here. Hold on, this is getting tough. Okay, maybe a faraway shot will make sense. Maybe if I darken it too. Okay. Pay also attention to this overspill area right here. Okay, see it, the rushing over the boot. Okay, yeah. absolute, and the mountains, and fuck. Okay, look, let me just show you this first. Okay, this part right here fitting into here. Like that. So I decided to cut this short because I go into, you know, much greater detail, but it's boring and it's long. And so I want to just go straight to that crater and tell you more about the crater. Here's a reverse uh, image of that crater in China. And you can see that it fits right up in here where that overspill is. You can see the markings line up here with the markings. And when I move it over, it does the same thing with this because these are reoccurring patterns of it. You can see this twisting right here, and even this right here line up with this part of it. See? Look, right there. Like that. Okay, because this is what the overspill came out of this crater. And it's reversed because it's spinning. This is spinning. That's why you got the turbulence that you see running out of it. You can even see it right here lining up with this. See that? See how the marks line up too? Under the tightest scrutiny. As a matter of fact, you can see these peaks right here in this. Yeah, was it? Shit, I just lost my spot. Yeah, these peaks, I think, right in here. Anyways, you get the idea. So, now let's see what else it lines up with. Here's the Philippines and that crater. You can actually see some of this lining up with it as it comes in. You see? Here's that crater, and here's the Mariana Trench, and this area right here. You can see how this fits right into here, and then rotates right there, right there, and right here. Then you have this area right here. See how it fits right there, and then this area you can see inside of it. You can see that there's rotation going on. It's spinning around like a chainsaw. And you see this right here with some rotation. You can see that will fit right into there without a doubt. See, from a far away shot. And you can tell this is right here too. You can see this is spinning as it goes through. Well, whatever's inside of here is spinning. You see that right there? Look. With the proper rotation, this will all fit in these areas. source right here. See how it's missing this part? You can tell that if I rotate this the right way, this will fit into there with this coming out this area right here. Like that. See how that lines up? You can see how these islands fit into these little knuckles. See, like that. See? See how it fits that edge? See how it fits this right here? And you can see swirling going on right here. See how that fits in there right there? Then you got Papua New Guinea and this. See how it fits this inside this right here? And I told you it's rotating. And it fits the Papua New Guinea too. I think it rotates down though. See even how this fits into it? It's just odd. The sizing is it's pretty accurate. I mean, there's just too many things that fit in here. This is what I'm claiming is the inside of the vortex tunnel, basically. See, the sizing right here is the same as this. The width there. So is this. See that right there? As is this and this. See, it's not always going to look just like this. It's just going to be the sizing, because this thing is spinning and stuff is coming out of it. And here we have the one that Seahawks cannot see this alignment. This is the one that throws him right here. He can't see that this aligns right here. It just doesn't, compute in his head. This is not a match to Seahawks right here. Not at all. Opposite sides of the planet. Not good enough for Seahawks, so look. See, this is what happens when you lie to yourself and other people about what you see and what you don't see. You get caught. I mean, look at this alignment. See how it fits right here over again. This is why I call him a troll, and his followers a troll, because they think that they're right, and they pretend they can't see things in order to convince themselves that they're right, but they're just trolling themselves, you know. It's just it's normalcy bias. Um, I can't see it because it's too strange. I can't. My brain won't handle this. I've been told I've been told there's plates and earthquakes are caused by these plates. So therefore, this cannot be true. So therefore, I can't see it lining up. It's that strange. I mean, anybody that's healthy mentally can see that this lines up. You can even see this part right here going in the right direction. And you can see it's moving. You can tell that this is rotating because then this is going the other way. See, so it's spinning. But don't tell Seahawks this, because he'll just deny it. And look, there's this volcanic peak or whatever in there. That you can see that dot. Opposite sides of the planet. And you can see this is the flow of the material coming out of it right here. The the currents or the turbulence. It's not from folding like plate tectonics. They'll think that this is because a plate is pushing against another plate and it's starting to fold. It doesn't make sense. But this spinning around sure makes a lot of sense, especially when you can see the turbulence right here and here. See? It's spinning. It spins and then it lands right there. Notice how everything fits. See how it fits right in there? And you got these marks right here. You got these peaks right here with the snow on them. That's showing you height. Well, there's a snow level there, so these are peaks. Seahawks can't see that alignment either because his normalcy bias won't allow him to, because that would mean he's wrong if he saw these. And yet now you see Seahawks' problem. It's a mental issue. And his followers have the same problem too. The people that keep thumbings down my video, they're normalcy biased. This threatens their reality. So therefore they attack me because they're threatened. They believe that their world is a certain way and this is shaking it, and therefore it's a threat. So they attack it and they really don't know why. They think they're attacking it because they think it's wrong, but they're attacking it because it challenges what they believe is reality. And obviously their identities are wrapped up in that, and their confidence and stuff like that. So therefore this is a huge threat. It's not about whether I'm right or wrong. It's about threatening their view of the universe. See this beveling? See how it's the right size? Birkeland currents make vortexes. because they spin and they wrap around each other and they get tighter and tighter. That's what these mountains are. Look at that alignment right there. These notching, the knuckling. How many times do I have to fit this over and over again for people to actually start to realize that plate tectonics is wrong? See the rotation? It's 100% wrong. There's no doubt about it. Look at see that the knuckling? It's from spinning. See the Gulf of Mexico? Spinning. It's the right size again. See that? And there's Florida. See, it almost looks like a miniature version of this, right? You see how it's clipped on the tip there? Because this is spinning inside of here. See, it gets smaller and smaller, right? And then there's United States and Yellowstone Park and the basin area. It's all going to fit with inside here. And then there's also the Grand Canyon. Remember that knuckling? Look out right here. Grand Canyon's over here. Well, I could show you what made the Grand Canyon's going to be within this right here. But that's for another day. You can see the knuckling right here. The Grand Canyon is following the knuckling images here. As a matter of fact, it might be this right here. It's something I have to look into more. It's the Grand Canyon's the hardest one to line up with anything because it's so small actually and deep. So anyways, there you go. How's that for Seahawks and his thumbing down crew? Sucks to be wrong, doesn't it? I'd also like to say that this isn't even my best thing. I have even a more important video coming out next that's gonna blow this wide open. There's no chance that plate tectonics can be accurate. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. The surface features don't lie, and my next video will show you something that would be impossible for plate tectonics to explain. And it's serious. It's a serious thing. There's no doubt about it. This is the end of plate tectonics. And if you don't believe me, just hang around for the next video then. Thanks for watching.